love freedom of speech and freedom of religion and freedom to gather, you also then have to love the Second Amendment.
Yeah.
Like, that's the big thing that divides me from, like, my more liberal friends, is, like, they're into all freedoms, except for the one that, like, allows you to protect yourself and your family. You know what I mean?
Well, I understand why they do it. I do. I understand why they feel that way. It's because gun violence is abhorrent. It's a horrible thing. You
It's
hear about
bad.
gun violence, it's terrible.
It's an American problem.
It is an American problem. But the problem exists,
Right.
So we don't live in a utopian world where people don't try to impose themselves on you, and especially like for someone who's not physically strong or large. It's the great equalizer. If
Right.
a woman is being attacked, the great equalizer is a gun. It's not
Right.
karate. It's just not. As a person who's a martial artist for their whole life, I'm telling you now, it's not the move. The move is a gun.
Yeah.
Some fucking asshole breaks into your house and wants to rape you and you're a woman. The answer is a gun.
Right.
And the cops take too long to get there.
For sure.
And then you defunded the cops because you thought you were being cute.
Yeah.
Because you wanted to show you weren't racist. And now guess what? It's way worse for everybody, including the people of color, including the people, especially the people who live in bad communities.
Yeah.
Because the cops are never going there now. So all the people that wanted to avoid all that shit, and the cops are the only thing keeping the wolves away from the door, now you're dealing with it head on. And those are the people that are calling for the refunding of the police, the people in these fucked up neighborhoods.
And that's why you need guns, you know? And it's not like the argument to, like, have guns to protect yourself against the government will nuke you. The government can send in drones, you know? Like, I don't think that, like, a bunch of people that are capable with submachine guns are going to be able to defend against the fucking all-time greatest army in the world.
Yeah.
You know? But it is like, you know, you have a little peace of mind, and you can buy a little bit of, you can sleep a little bit sounder knowing you got that 9mm in the drawer.
It helps.
Yeah.
And it's also, you know, the idea that the government, but here's the problem. The government is people, right? So the military is people. And the people that are in the military are the least likely to go along with this idea, because most of them are blue collar. Most of them are lower middle class, lower class. Like, there are people that are struggling in this world, and they don't have trust in this fucking institution that's telling you to attack their neighbors because the neighbors are not compliant with some evil dictators.
Yeah.
Good luck pulling that shit off.
That's where civil war happens.
That's where civil war.
That's when the army has to turn its guns on their friends and family. That's going to be a real tough sell.
Yeah. I think the ideological civil war is much more likely to take place. That something, some existential notion, something that we all agree is the end of our society, our civilization as we know it, if we don't do X, Y, or Z. And then on one side, people oppose it, and one side, people support it, and then they start stripping rights away. And they start, like, fueling the flames to get this done. It's really possible that we could have a civil war in this country. The way people are so divided left and right today is bizarre.